Nadine here, welcome back to my channel. It's just a really quick video today, just to show you a few of the books that I've just acquired. I went to a Reader's Day yesterday run by Nottinghamshire Libraries, and there was lots of author talks and a book swap, so yeah, I've managed to pick up a few little things. First of all though, I just want to show you the bookmarks that I bought. This one is one that I got for myself, a British Library bookmark. I thought it was really pretty. It says on the back it's by Rudyard Kipling. It's his own illustration to the story The Cat That Walked by Himself. I've never read any Kipling, so I didn't recognise it as that. I just thought it was a really nice picture. And then for my son, I picked this up. I thought that was quite cute. So the top will stick out, the head will stick out the top of the book, and then it's got like this string going down and the tail to stick out the bottom. Yeah, I thought they were really sweet. So first off then, on the book swap, I only took in 2 books to swap, which were just like 2 crime books that I haven't even read. I'm not a big crime reader, but I acquired quite a few when I was going through my mum's old books, and she loved her crime novels, so I had quite a few on the shelves. So yeah, I only took 2 books in because I wasn't sure how many I was allowed, and if I'd have known that I could take more, I have a stack of things to get rid of. So the ones that I swapped for was this. I was thrilled to see this on the table, Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but yeah. So this has been doing the rounds on BookTube a bit lately. It's to do with a young woman who is quite happy working in her convenience store, but people are kind of expecting her to want more from life and want a relationship, want to get married and all of that. It's quite a short book, but I'm really looking forward to getting into this. I've been hearing some really good things about it. The next one that I picked up was looks like a children's book, Charlotte Sometimes by Penelope Farmer. I've not heard of this one before, but it's part of the Vintage Classics range for children, and yeah, I do enjoy a children's book sometimes, and in this one Charlotte goes to a boarding school, and yeah, she's not really included with all of the other girls, and then I think it's like a time slip kind of story, so I don't know if it's going back in the past or, yeah, going back in the past, slipped back in the past 40 years in time, so I think it's to do with the First World War. Oh, so good, I dropped it. So yeah, I thought that might be fun. And then somehow there was loads of books left on the book swap tables at the end of the day. I'm not quite sure how that works, because you take as many as you get, but take as many as you get. You take as many as you give. It's been a long day, guys, sorry. So they said on your way out, just grab a book. So it was a bit of a free-for-all at that point, you know, all these bookish people being told you can have a free book, everyone just straight there to the tables. So I grabbed this one. I've never heard of it before, and I grabbed it just because it's got quotes on the front by 2 people that I have heard of, and it's The Orphan Master's Son by Adam Johnson. And I've had a look on the back, but I still don't really know what it's about. I think it's something to do with North Korea, but I don't know. I posted it on a like bookish Facebook group that I'm a member of, and somebody said that they'd read it and it was really good. And David Mitchell says it's good, and so does Jennifer Egan. So I don't know. If anybody's read it, let me know. I'm not quite sure if it's going to be for me. So the last thing on here says, dry your eyes now, comrades. Prepare to hear the greatest North Korean love story ever told. And I'm not into love stories at all, really. But it's very pretty cover. And then how nice is that? That is so lovely. I hope it's a good book because that is really, really pretty. I like that a lot. And then I bought 2 books, which I wasn't allowed to do. I'm not buying books at the moment. I've got boxes and boxes and boxes of unread books. So naughty me not to do it again until the next time. But it was like after author talks and it was so interesting and they were there to sign them and what are you gonna do? So I got Frida by Annabelle Abbs, which has just been released, and this is Frida, what's her surname? Von Richthofen, who was the inspiration behind Lady Chatterley, as well as pretty much every sort of beguiling, bewitching female characters in D.H. Lawrence's works. Sorry guys. So she was aristocracy, German aristocracy, and she was poor aristocracy, and she met Ernest Weekly, I think his name was, who was a lecturer here in Nottingham. And after meeting once in the woods, he negotiated with her mother to marry her, and Frida agreed. Came back to Nottingham, and it wasn't quite what she'd hoped for. He worked all the time because even though she wasn't interested in material things, he was, and he was very much thrilled by the fact that he was married to aristocracy now, and that she must have all the entrapments that, you know, an aristocratic woman should have. She should have the servants in the house and everything. So she never saw him. And then she met D.H. Lawrence, and they fell in love, and off they went really. And she left her husband and her children, her 3 children, and off they went around the world. So yeah, this is the story of Frida, and it sounds really, really good. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't read Lady Chatterley for a long time. It was a book that my mum bought me when I think I was 16, and such an amazing story. I really enjoyed it. And D.H. Lawrence I loved anyway. I mean, he's a local author here. I used to live just down the road from his house actually. At the same time, I'm not that old, but you know. And then I picked up Bitter Orange by Claire Fuller. Again, I wasn't planning on buying anything, but she was in conversation and talking about this, and she read an excerpt from the book, and it just sounded so wonderful and gothic, and it's set in a rural like country mansion in England, which is just a big tick for me anyway. I love anything set in a beautiful big gothic mansion. And I don't know too much about it. It's about a young woman, and I think it's kind of, I don't know if it's a coming of age type thing, but there's kind of supernatural elements to it as well. So yeah, I thought that sounded really good, the bit that she read, and I kind of just don't want to know too much about it really. I just want to go in and discover it as organically as possible. So that is that. Thank you very much for watching. What are you reading? Have you read any of these books? Let me know in the comments down below and let's have a chat. And I will speak to you next time. Okay, bye.